Chris. Great to see you this morning.
Great to see you, Andrew.
There's about 100 things to talk about, including Bitcoin and the distinction between what's happening with Bitcoin right now and gold and the like. But I do want to start on Tesla.
Sure.
Because we've seen the price action in Tesla, which has fallen on the back of worse than expected numbers. And I'm just so curious what you think is happening at Tesla right now, and whether, and there are some analysts out there that now have gotten bearish or starting to believe that we are at some kind of big inflection point.
Right. So I think a couple of things are going on. First, and Elon's been talking about this in the quarterly calls, the consumer is under pressure. There is, even though these economic statistics are coming out and saying everything's just fine, you listen to these company reports one by one, most of them do not sound like these economic statistics are suggesting. And I think Tesla's been telegraphing the high rates. They've been cutting prices to offset them. And they will continue to cut prices. So I think there's economic weakness. There has been a bit of a backlash, I would say, and a pause, because you do have GM and Ford saying, wait a minute, we're going to take a pause here ourselves because we can't do this profitably. By the way, that's a positive for Tesla, you know, to have the competition doing this. And Tesla's just going full steam ahead. So I do think part of it's economic. And you can use all these other excuses. But if that is the case, what's going to happen, we believe, during the next 5 years, and you know that's our investment time horizon, we think the cost of an electric vehicle, the average electric vehicle, is going to be cut in half. And Tesla's new block manufacturing techniques and technology, along with AI, are a big part of this.
How much, and you've been buying.
Yes.
On this weakness,
well,
if you want to call it that.
So as we were selling when it was around 400 and 350, when it's been cut in half, down 60%, is not the time to run for the hills. If you believe Tesla is going to be, in this we also believe, the autonomous taxi network, certainly of the United States.
Right now, people are starting to think about Tesla again as a car company. I mean, I think that's what part of what's happened here in terms of the valuation cut. There's been people said at one point, oh, this is a tech company, right? This is an AI company. This is all sorts of things. And then there were always these bears saying, well, actually, guys, it's not that at all. It's a car company. Now some people are saying, well, maybe it's a car company. What is it? And for the valuation to sustain itself and actually to move higher, does it have to be what you just talked about, a robo-taxi company, a AI company, and all of the above?
It epitomizes the convergence among technologies that we are seeing today. And the robo-taxi network is not an if, it's a when. It's already happening. Waymo is out there, you know, proof of concept. So it is going to happen. And if you've tried version 12.3, FSD, you'll see that Tesla...
This is the full self-driving mode that we should say is not fully self-driving just yet.
Correct. But if you drive, if using it, you will find that it is becoming more precise, but also a little more aggressive, like a human being would be, instead of this, you know, more cautious. So I think we're getting there, yes. But it epitomizes three technologies: robotics. These cars are and will be robots. And, of course, he's got the whole humanoid robot going as well. Energy storage. Autos in the future will be electric. We believe in 5 years, 75% to 85% of all sales will be electric. Here in the United States and around the world.
Even with the pullback that we've had in terms of EVs and the adoption.
Think about this. Yes, because if we're right on what's going to happen to auto prices, the average EV will be in the $20,000 to $25,000 range. The average gas-powered car will be about where it is right now, or a little more.
When you have the GMs and the Fords and everybody else saying we can't even make these things profitably to begin with, let alone to do it at half the price.
And just think about this. Tesla's doing it profitably and cutting prices in the process. It's pretty phenomenal. Can I just go the convergence idea? I have one more. Robots, energy storage, they will be electric, 75, 85% in 5 years. And then artificial intelligence. This is the biggest AI project in the world. If NVIDIA is worth what it's worth, and we believe it's worth what the market's paying for. We think it's going to have an inventory correction out there. It happens regularly. Okay. You know, we've been through very many inventory cycles. Right. I have over the years with NVIDIA. So definitely going to see an inventory cycle as companies reassess, okay, wait, how do we get ready for this AI age? And there is a reassessment process. We're going through it ourselves. But if NVIDIA is, if its valuation is correct, this AI project has to work.
What is Tesla worth? If you were willing to sell it at $300 or $400 and you're buying it now, what is it worth in 5 years?
$2,000. We're in print on that.
$2,000.
Yes.
Let me ask you another.
And think about that. It's down 60%. This reminds me very much of 2018-19. We're in a bit of a trading range, and we will be until more and more analysts, investors understand how provocative the convergence of these three technologies is going to be.
Let me ask you this. When you think about the Magnificent Seven, a lot of people have taken Magnificent Seven and now called it the Fabulous Four or the something else, but Tesla's not in it anymore.
Right.
Is that the right way to think about it? What does your Magnificent Seven look like today? I always think about your fund as a lot of the Magnificent Seven.
Not really. We have, actually, if you look at the overlap of our fund with the NASDAQ or the S&P 500, very little overlap, maybe 5%, Tesla, Meta Platforms. We think AI could be quite disruptive. There are other disruptive forces taking place that could dislodge some of the Mag 6. I mean, the GPT-4, for example. I don't have to go through Google anymore. I can just say, take me to a place where I can buy these shoes at the cheapest price for delivery, free delivery, in 2 days. You know, that's disintermediation. That's technology at work.